Patriot is better than Mantis. That may seem like an odd claim, and I know you weren't expecting to see that on your YouTube algorithm, were you? But at least today can't get any weirder, right? Right?
Hello everybody, what's up? It's Barrow here. Is my voice good?
Well, that's unnatural. I don't really know what I was expecting. But it wasn't that. A combination of Munash and Darth Vader was not what I thought that guy would sound like. But we're going to have to get used to it, because he's going to be in the brawl, whether you like it or not. It's pretty much no avoiding it. And we're not just going to hear him, we're going to see him. We're going to see the man himself, if he is even a man. Let's be honest, you haven't been outside for several years, which does do things to you. But anyway, we do have to entertain the possibility that that's a voice changer. It does sound slightly odd, but it might be his natural voice, in which case the Dark Lord of MCOC is going to Canada very, very shortly. But the moment I press play here, let's get into the video properly, and let's talk about why I believe Patriot is better than Mantis. And the first disclaimer is that he's not better than Mantis. This is pre-tune-up Patriot, and he is shit. He is dog shit. I'm sorry. I took him to rank 3, and I thought there's just a tiny chance that maybe he's underrated, that maybe people have missed a god of the skill class, and they haven't. He's rubbish. We're starting off here in Realm of Legends, and as you guys know, I like taking champions into rough, tough situations. I like taking them into real battleground situations. I like taking them into tough Act 9 content if they're 7 stars. But this guy, we're starting in Realm of Legends. That's a good start, isn't it? Yeah, no. He's rubbish. He's rubbish. And you're going to see that in these completely vanilla matchups, there are some numbers. I mean, those are critting for 35k. Those ruptures last a little while. Those combos are quite big, I suppose. We're going to chuck off an SB1, apply some physical vulnerability. And, you know, it's a 25k medium. We've got some decent crit rate going. All our passives are paused. And we're going to finish this fight in around a minute. Is that bad? No. Is it game-breaking? No. Is it great for a 7-star rank 3? Absolutely not. He's just not there. And the moment you try and make the scenario more complex, for example, a photon in, for example, any Battlegrounds meta, he just falters. Right, this really backs up what I said in the previous video, that this guy was a limp-dicked attempt at a hard counter to Photon. Does he do it? Yeah. Am I ever going to use him over like a pseudo counter like Sunspot, or over another counter like Crossbones or Mantis or Silver Disabled? I'm just not. I'm sorry, I'm just not. So I'm very much looking forward to this guy getting tuned up, and his tune-up is why I believe this guy is better for your account, and why, if you so happen to be in a situation where you have to choose between ranking Patriot and ranking Mantis, you should rank Patriot, right? That was exactly the situation I was in very shortly, a short while ago. I took up Sentinel to rank 4 and Patriot to rank 3 over Mantis from rank 2 to rank 3. I took Patriot from rank 1 to rank 3. And the reason for this is because I believe Patriot and his tune-up are future-proof. Now, in order to explain this properly, I need to put on my tinfoil hat, because this is a bit of a conspiracy. But anyway, here we go. On goes the hat. I am now free from the 5G poisoning, and now I can continue. So, Patriot, if you've looked at the current Realm event, there is a selector. It's not even a top reward, it's a reward that the community is supposed to get. And it's a selector between 2 7-star characters. It's Patriot, the buffed up version of Patriot, and 7-star MCOC. So, the buffed up version of Patriot is coming out at the same time as 2 supposedly 5 out of 5 science defenders are going to hit the game. Now, Mantis, I believe, will still reign supreme as a phenomenal photon counter, but I believe that post-tune-up Patriot will do that job just as well and just as consistently as Mantis. And the fact that Patriot is being advertised directly alongside that MCOC buff leads me to believe that these two are yin and yang. They are the disease and they are the cure, right? They are 2 sides of the same coin. The science class is in desperate need of more defensive representation, and thus the skill class is in desperate need of better attackers. Patriot and MCOC coming out at exactly the same time? Coincidence? I think not. right? That and the High Evolutionary. High Evolutionary is asking you to muck around with your combo meter, something that Mantis cannot do, right? He will punish her for trying to use the same combo twice in a row, right? If you want to spam light attack intercepts with Mantis against High Evolutionary, it's not going to happen. If you want to spam block against High Evolutionary with that combo detonation on you, obviously I don't know exactly how well she's going to tackle this guy, but my bet is between the two of them, between Patriot and between Mantis, I think this guy's got a better shot. So he is obviously going to be targeted at Photon, but even more obviously, this guy is going to be future-proof. MCOC and High Evolutionary are the future of the defensive science class, and Patriot is the future of the skill class. That is why I believe Patriot is better for your account right now than Mantis. If you have a choice between these two, pick Patriot, because Kabam, you know, they are money-grabbing bastards, but occasionally they are clever bastards, and they are capable of designing champions for the future. They know when they want a champion to do a certain job, and they can make that champion do that. So I believe Patriot is designed to carry the skill class through the rest of 2025, through the rest of 2026 and beyond as we progress through the ranks of 7 stars. So Patriot, I think, is the better bet between these two characters. Now, this hat is killing me. My hair right now is atrocious. Somebody in my last video called me Brian Cox, and that is a cue for me to get a haircut. As soon as I get a comment comparing me to Brian Cox, it's haircut time, and honestly, I can't blame him. That pains me. Anyway, for the rest of this video, we have a few minutes left. I'm going to explain what this mushroom is atrocious. Sorry. I'm making it worse, aren't I? I should just leave it. I look like a beetle. Anyway, I'm just going to leave it. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to explain what I want out of the Patriot buff. And there's quite a lot. But, you know, it is easy to do. And if you play him for, like, any period of time, you're going to see exactly why these changes are necessary. So basically, if I had to describe Patriot, it would be inconsistent. Right, this guy relies on critical hits, and while that precision passive is big, it's not big enough. And the moment you introduce like some critical resistance, any sort of armor rating, his damage just does this, and it's not any good. For example, Arc Overload Photon, I tried using him in the off-season, and it just did not go as well as you would like it to. And against other matchups as well. It just doesn't flow. It just doesn't go the way you want it to at all, and it's very, very annoying. So I just want to see a general increase in all his numbers, his fury, his precision. Obviously, you can pause these passives once you attack into the opponent. You can see here, me attacking Mr. Fantastic pauses my precision. It also pauses my fury once I get that up after the reversal. But that is just not enough. Like, when you don't attack the opponent, when, for example, they evade a lot, we're getting helped by the node here quite a lot. When we attack the opponent's block, they get stunned. So technically, we still get openings against Mr. Fantastic, even though he's evading me every other hit. But yeah, when the opponent is playing a little bit stingy, which they tend to do, it's really easy to lose your damage output really, really quickly. Now, his reversal mechanic, I understand this was the first example of the reversal, so Kabam really hadn't got an idea of how they wanted it to perform and what they wanted it to look like. But it's really, really annoying to trigger, right? I just want them to decrease the threshold of combo you need to be able to trigger it. Because right now, your rotation with Patriot is a special 1 to build more combo, SB2 after triggering your Fury and your Precision after the reversal, but then you need to build back up to an SB1 to maximize your damage with these physical vulnerabilities you can see here. And you saw against the Realm of Legends opponents, once I applied those physical vulnerabilities, that's when the damage became competitive. SB1, SB2, SB1, and a combo is inherently slower than a lot of other damage loops of other champions. If we just decrease the threshold to example 50 hits, bypass the need for the first SB1, give him the same combo game from the SB1 and the same physical vulnerabilities, and suddenly SB2, SB1 is nice. And when you throw off that SB1, you're halfway to another reversal. And what this means is your damage loop is easily refreshed. You can see where I'm going with this. So between that and just the increased potency and uptime of all his effects, I think we have something decent here. Now, I'm fairly sure this is just a numbers tune-up, and it's not any sort of kit tune-up. However, another big problem I have with Patriot is, unlike Kingpin, he does not have a way around non-personal debuffs, right? There are so many nodes in the game that punish you for having debuffs. The point of having a skill attacker is they get rid of those debuffs, right? They purify, they cleanse, they apply tranquilize. Something happens to get rid of these debuffs. Patriot, rather like Luke Cage, he gains increased attack for each debuff on the opponent. He gains increased attack for each debuff on him. And he doesn't actually have a way of getting rid of any non-personal debuffs, which is shit, right? He's very much like Kingpin, and the first time I played him I thought, hey, this is like Kingpin, and Kingpin's great, therefore he's great. No. Kingpin has a way of getting around those non-personal debuffs, and he transfers them into debuffs that help him. Patriot, no such mechanic. It's just deal with the debuffs. Like, there was a node, there was a fight in 8.4 I wanted to show. This is another 8.4 boss fight, but I wanted to show him against a spot boss. However, there was a node that increased his attack rating for each debuff on me and decreased my defensive ability accuracy for each debuff on me. I don't have a way around that, right? That's just a thing. And the skill class is meant to get rid of debuffs, not apply them to themselves, right? And if you do apply them to yourselves, you need to have a way around the non-personal debuffs. He doesn't. Now, I don't know, I'm fairly sure this is just a numbers tune-up, but if they are to change his kit in any way, make it that. Please make it that. Make this guy 7-star Kingpin Incarnate, right? If we can't have 7-star Kingpin, we can at least have Patriot. Now, you can see here about my combo complaints coming in. I tried to build back up to an SB2, and I just did not have the combo. You need to pass a multiple of 70. You need to get 70 combo in order to throw one off. And for that rotation to have worked, I needed to throw off another SB1. I needed to restart. But that's annoying. So now I have to build back up to an SB2 in order to throw off the reversal on the SB2 to finish this match off. And we're going to see it here, right? With the help of Foresight, you know, improved Fury potency there. Those are some decent numbers. But America Chavez, not the hardest defender in the world. Yes, the AI was being a bit shit. But that just takes too long. Man, so Patriot is shit. But he's better than Mantis. If you have a choice between Patriot and Mantis, take Patriot. For your country. Anyway, that's just about all I have for you today. So if you have made it this far, then congratulations. You have an attention span greater than that of a goldfish. And go away.